describing use of a subclass of test suite and test result. Partly so that you can see it, and partly so that so that you may be inspired to write your own subclasses, and partly so that anyone in VA or Faro who wants to can join with me for 5 minutes and port it to them. Sorry, okay. So, this is me showing you an example, and I'm going to actually hold the mic and then you might actually hear what I say. So, I'm showing you an example. The example might interest you. Okay. We now have sound and we now have vision, or at least we have some of it. Shout at me if I lose vision here. Okay, so maybe you have some tests, maybe you run some tests, and maybe you discover that your tests are running consistently green. So there we see we have a test, and test number 2 is slow, and they all run green. And just trust me that they will all continue to run green if I leave things as they are. So since my tests run green, maybe I now want to say, okay, I would like to no longer run them in the same order that I have. I would like to randomize them. So you plug in random test suite, and then you run them again, and maybe they'll run green. Nope, that one actually failed. But if I run again, I predict, first of all, the slow test will be different, and they'll sometimes run green, and they sometimes won't run green, because I have set this up, of course, as you know, it's a cheat, it's a test. So maybe it wasn't very helpful to have know that they ran red, but I didn't know why. So maybe I say, look, I'd like to really inspect that failed order when it next comes up. So now, this is the random part. I just have to keep running, and come on, you can fail, you can fail, you can do it. You can do it, come on, it's going to be mean to me now, it's going to run and run. Okay, there we are. Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit apply. I'm a moron, I forgot to hit apply. So it didn't do anything, yeah. You try to hit apply now. So run and fail, go on, fail. It will fail sooner or later, I promise. Come on, only 10 minutes here, you've got to fail. Okay, right, so finally. So now I have this, and now, therefore, I have my failing run, and if I just say self run, then I will see this is indeed an ordering issue, because this one always fails. It doesn't sort of sometimes pass and sometimes fail. This particular one will always fail. And another thing I'm doing here is I'm now using a random sweep, but I'm also using my keep latest result, which gets the results. So when I run here, if I run here, then this will probably pass, and so all the tests are green, as you can see, not only from the green color down here, but from the RB. But in fact, the colors in the RB, the fact that particular tests are marked, and within that particular tests are marked as having passed, that all comes from my result. It has nothing to do with the particular run. So for example, if I ordered the results discarded, this thing is now completely green, and if I now find this and run it again, then this run will have its fail, and I can see that fail down here by scrolling down. There's my test that has been compelled to fail, and it's off the edge here, just trust me, I could scroll and find it. Anyway, the point here is simply, so the two things are going on here. First of all, having got consistently passing tests in the consistently fixed order, I now have the ability to plug in randomness and to discover which particular randoms order fails. I could have run that and got 5 or 6 different orders that failed, and then verify that they did consistently fail, so it was random, it wasn't something else. And that's useful in separating out, run your tests in a different order and they'll fail, from all the other intermittent test bugs, because I have in the past seen other utilities that sort of did randomization that were kind of hard-coded, and it was really annoying to get failures and think, is this really a failure, or is this just this particular test runner, just always randomizes and never tells you what it is? So this is something that could be effortlessly ported obviously to any other dialect that wanted it, and can also be used by just loading the GUI in Visualworks for those who use Visualworks. And there are various other suites you can have, so if your tests run so fast that their times are actually being disturbed by your test runner, then you can switch off sending change notifications until the end of the run. If you have been given a whole bunch of parcels to run in a suite and you trust that each parcel will run its own test, but you don't want to run them all together, then you can manage the conflict resolution according to various strategies or write your own strategy. And similarly, you can have test results that extend this list of classifications beyond pass, fail, and error, or do various other things, etc., etc. And you can just experiment with these and plug them in, and if you don't like them, throw them away again. And conceivably they would be useful. So the point is, we're all accustomed to subclassing test case all over the place. It is not hard if your test runners are properly using the API of SUnit to subclass these as well, and maybe there's some value. So basically, these are particular examples, but I'm more interested in the general technique. If you see value in this, go for it. And if you want this in a dialect where I haven't gotten around to porting it yet, Jan and I are just the ones who've been working on this, but I mean, anyone else, this should be fine, I would have thought. Okay, that's about all questions, or I'm done and the next guy can come on.
This is cool because sometimes we really have this ordering issue. One thing that I'd like to add to that, other than I probably help in porting this to VA, is that a few years ago I suggested to add some kind of logging into the test results, which would fit quite nicely into this, because the SUnit tests currently lose the information of the failed comments. If you fail with a comment, it's not in the logging, it's not in the result in the test result anymore. So you can't ship it to, say, Hudson or Jenkins. And I even published that for VA Smalltalk, and it would fit very well into this. So we should talk.
I agree with that. I think probably the logging could be improved in the base, but over and above that, even to do that, it's a big deal to muck around with the SUnit base. So the right way to start is to improve it in a subclass, and then if it's so obviously useful, everyone likes it, then one day we'll shove it in the base. Good thinking.
So